Hi everyone. I have seen many of these videos now being like, oh, my daily tips, this and that. But I decided to make one of mine because I feel like it would really help new players, especially when it comes to the grind of this game, which it's not as grindy right now, but it will become, I'm pretty sure. So I have a specific mechanic route that I do, and I feel like it's going to be really great for you guys to do it as well. I think it's a very useful and good way to get everything that you need to start up your day in game. So as you can see, I just opened my game. Um, my character is here, looking cute as hell. Game is lagged as hell because somebody's huge house is probably somewhere. So the first thing that I do, as you may have noticed, is I will start with a low energy count. This is very important for me because the first things that I always do when I log into the game is interact with the animals. This is not going to cost you any energy, but it will give you some precious growth towards the hobbies of the animals. So it will get you some special growth for cat carrying and dog carrying, whatever you want to do. So the first thing that I do is I feed the cat because the cat requires less food than the dog. This is very important. I have not tried feeding their favorite foods yet, as I'm not sure how this is gonna work. So I have not done that yet. I just use the universal animal food and call it a day. So now that I fed the cat and I fed the dog, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play with them. Because the playing part is what's gonna get me the precious, honestly, the precious growth points. So the first thing that I do when I log into the game is feed the cat and the dog because they will be right next to me, and then I will play with them. So this is the first thing that I suggest you do if you have unlocked them already. There you go. See? So you get like some growth. Sometimes you're gonna be able to do this more than once, but sometimes not. I also recommend that you get these. I have never actually seen one of them require you to care for the dogs or something. But just in case, if you want to make sure you don't forget, that's one of the first things that you also have to do. Same thing for the dog. I do recommend that you do one action at a time. It helps me stay organized and it helps me not, you know, get lost when it comes to the dog. Honestly, I haven't been able to get the perfect for the dog, but genuinely, I don't think it has given much of a difference because I do get the perfects with the cat, and I don't feel like his actions go faster than the dog's. So I don't think it makes that much of a difference unless I'm wrong, and then you can correct me in the comments. So once you're done playing with the dog and the cat, here's what you're gonna do. You will come over to whatever you plant your things, and you are going to gather all of your crops. This is very important because right after this, we will put our character to sleep essentially, unless you want to spend with the salad. I don't spend the salad or whatever food for this because I use this precious time to grow my crops as well and be able to get some more crops. So here I've been doing pineapple and wheat. Pineapples grow much faster than the wheat. They grow, I think, in 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes. And the wheat grows in like hours or so. But here's how I do it. You will obviously you will have to put your seeds here. Oh, god damn my dog. Get get away. Get leave. Swear. Come, child. Okay, thank you. So this is where I planted my pineapple, and then I will plant my wheat right he god my wheat right here if I am allowed to. So as you can see, the wheat actually takes 4 hours to grow, and this is why I don't recommend you put all of your things into it unless you're going out or stopping the game to do something that you're gonna be a long time without playing, or okay, or whatever, that you're not gonna be in the game for a long period of time. So you are going to be spending like 1 energy or so for every action. Yeah. And so just make sure that you have enough so that you can keep everything covered. And then essentially what we are going to do is go to sleep with our character. So they will be very slow, but at the same time you will be able to you won't be able to jump, by the way. So in case you are one of those people, you will not be able to go jumping around. But it doesn't really matter because what you will do, also you get like a little buff or a debuff or whatever. But it's fine because what we will do now is I'm gonna put my character to sleep. As you can see, their energy is depleted fully to 0, and I will leave them asleep. And I will come back in around 30 minutes because that's when the pineapples are going to be good to go, and it's when the energy is going to be fully refilled. So this is the first step that I do. This is the very beginning of my day. This is usually I get my tasks at this moment, here. But sometimes I get them before, like as soon as I log into the game. Sometimes I get them later, whatever. This is also the moment that I use to check, get login stuff, sign in rewards, this guild sign in that's very important for you to get, as it's claimable on weekends. Check new life logs if I have anything that I can get, if I can't, etc. When it's a Sunday as well, I use it to check the weekly selection, which is here. So I use it to check the weekly selection. I use it to take a look at some stuff at the store, maybe if I'm interested in it. And as well as if I have some hobby that I need to level up, if I have something that I have to that has to give my attention. I don't like those like dots standing here, so this is what I use it for. This is the moment I use to organize everything. Once I'm done, I'll just leave the character to sleep. This is also a great moment to check the weather. I'm a very forgetful girly, genuinely. I usually check the weather because I forget very easily. So if it's a rainbow day or if it's a snow day or something, it will go over my head 100%. So I use this time to check the weather as well and make sure that I am ready if there's any important things coming up on the day that I am doing this. Right? So I'm just gonna leave this and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. So time has passed. Around 30 minutes, you can see my energy is at 100. So this is where the actual grind in the game starts. So if you want already, if you have the bird, you can stop by real quickly and already get yourself 1, 2, 3, however many you have in your house of those. Eventually, I want to have 5 so that I can grind the photos faster. So now that we're already here, we have our energy at 100. We are going to get these pineapples as well. And then replant them. This is very important because these pineapples are going to be our core gameplay mechanic as of late. Unfortunately, I only had one, but that's okay because it will quickly be fixed. Make sure to remember to water all of your flowers as well, because even though some people say that, oh, it only gets hybrids if your friends water it, etc., that is not technically true. It only gets you hybrids as long as someone is watering them. It is a higher chance if your friend is doing so, but doesn't mean that it has to be your friend. So I always water them. Also, another tip is leave the flowers that you want to be watered in front of your house. It's faster if somebody is just passing through. They just want to give them a little water. It is easier for them. They don't have to be running around looking for the flowers in your house, right? So now that we have done all of this, this is the moment where the actual strategy starts. Because here's what we're going to do. First and foremost, we are going to open the map and we are going to look for specifically this place, because this is where we're going to get our truffles. This is important because, oops, I'm so used to being, oh, look at that. We already found this bad boy. This is something we'll also keep our mind. Wow. I got something. I don't know what it was, but I'll figure it out. So this is also something you have to keep a lookout for. Lucky me, it was already on my lot. But as you guys will see, following this specific strategy that I do, we will pretty much run the almost entire map. So you don't have to worry about looking for these right now. If you are someone who likes to collect the elder wood as well, you can stop by the trees to get them. I know a lot of people do. If you want to do this at a slower pace, you can stop by, you can get fish, you can get bugs. I usually don't really stop to do this, for every fish and insect I see. However, when it is on a rainbow day, I do stop to check all of those things off because it is a rainbow day. This is just a normal day. I will just be going through with my usual routine. So it's very important that you go first here at the forest to get some truffles because the truffles will eventually regenerate. So the truffles usually they will stay in 5 or 6 spots. I have marked them on my map. However, I have noticed that these spots tend to change. So for example, I found one here, it's not marked on the map. So the one thing that I give you guys like as advice is to park your car, bike, whatever, go down here. You're gonna go through these trees. Sometimes you'll find one here, sometimes not. Take a look here. Sometimes you'll find something here, sometimes not. Sometimes behind this tree trunk as well. We already completed one of the tasks just by gathering black truffles. I have never found any like around this part, so I usually just go up on this rock because you may find something here or here, but here is almost guaranteed that you will find something almost every time. Also guaranteed. I have gone that place down there before and I have never found a truffle spawn there, so I just don't go down anymore, just unless I am doing the fishing and bug catching as well. But if I'm not, then I will just run this, essentially just the length of this island on top of it, and look for the brown holes. That is where the truffle is spawned at. Usually you'll find 5 to 6 brown spots for the truffles, and then once you are done, because as you can see, oh hi somebody, because as you can see, these spots, they will be respawning. After we do this, what I usually do is go back through the space because now we are going to do the feeding of the different animals of the map. If you do pay attention, it does create a circle of sorts, which means that at the end we'll finish here. Essentially, we're gonna finish here. First animal that I do feed is the Silka deer, so we're just gonna go over there. They do feed on multiple stuff, but I usually just use the branches. That's like the easiest to collect. It's also the cheapest. So I just get the branches for the Silka deer, call it a day, feed them, good. After we do the Silka deer, we're going straight to the panda. I just give them bamboo because it's readily available. It's literally right next to them, which is kind of cunt, if I do say so myself. Again, if you want, you can do this at a slower pace and get the birds and the bugs and the birds and the fishes, whatever. But as I'm just showing basically what I do, I am ignoring for the most part. Let me see if I have bamboo or if I have to cut it. I do. Oh, they need more than 12 pieces? They're getting 5. It's okay though because it's right here. So. Damn. Okay. Next animal that we are going to is the otter. I have to confess, I have the biggest problems when it comes to feeding the otters and the minks, I think, or the foxes, because they do like fish, and fish is one of the most valuable grind set that you can have. So I do get a little bit like this. Like I don't put all of the food into their trough as I could. I generally just finish it off with the animal food. It will take a little longer to level them up, but it's fine. You know, doesn't matter that much. Unless you really want to do the grind core, which I wouldn't for the animals as of right now. It doesn't seem like it has like a big payoff or anything. Except for the cute little things that you can own, but as it's difficult for them to drop a present, I don't know if I would fully grind to specifically give them all their favorite foods all the time, every day. Um, but that's just a personal preference, honest. Oh, okay, it was just floating there. This is the llama. So the llama enjoys wheat and these little blueberries. I usually just give her blueberries because wheat is rather valuable, and I will explain why a little bit later in the game. Close to the llama, we have the foxes, and I don't remember which one it is, but I think it might be the mink or the fox. I don't know. One of them really likes shrimp, and shrimp is one of the fishes that I don't mind giving it to them, especially if it's a 1-star shrimp. But if it's higher than 1 star, I usually don't. So they really like meat. I give them some, but then I complete with this. Just for personal preference, who is this? Oh, just for personal preference because I usually don't sell shrimp that much. They are not as valuable if they are just like 1 star, so I don't bother with them that much. And so now we're going to the bunny trough. They just like weed. So bunny is the easiest one to level up. I think bunny, panda, and the Silka deer and the llama are the easiest ones to level up because they just get these things that we always have in our bag. So it's really easy. After that, we're going straight to the ferret versus mink versus whatever. Depends on your server. Again, we are just going through the plots here so that we can take a look, see if we find the wandering guy. And I haven't really been paying attention to that. I do apologize. So I might have missed him somewhere. They do like eggs, but unfortunately, I use eggs a lot for cooking. So I don't give them that many eggs. I just give them 2 or so, just so I could get the badge. And then we're gonna finish with the capybara, which another tip that I usually give is when you are going through here from llama to ferret or whatever, is just stop by and gather some of these berries, as these are the capybara's favorite food. So I just would stop by here, get some of these berries so that you don't really have to waste any of the ingredients on your bag already. But this is again just personal preference. This is just what makes it easy. Is that a fully black bee? What is this? Splay-footed carpenter. Okay, Sabrina, let's go.
Oh boy.
And yeah, so I'm just gathering some berries just to, you know, do my part. And then we are going straight to the capybaras, who are adorable, by the way. And I really like them. Oh, I already gathered those. So I do recommend that you stop by a little bit to gather some berries. I don't know the exact number. I just gather like 10, 12 usually, if I have none in my inventory. And then I go straight for the capybara to get... Oh, that's a bird. I thought it was like some weird... Oh, but there's an event happening. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's like in the middle of an event. If I wasn't showing this to you guys, I would definitely participate. So anyway, you will end up here at the capybara trough, and then you can just straight up go back to this marker here. So if you do this faster, probably when you go back, the truffles might not have restored, I guess. so maybe you will have to wait a little bit. But if you do take your time, if you stop to do events, if you gather things between your rides, if you stop to catch bugs and fish, etc., it will definitely have um reloaded. I don't know, regenerated, regrown. Dude, I don't know. Basically, they will have grown back together. And together. Oh my god, today I'm so ugh. It will have regrown is what I'm trying to say. They will be back. Just like the Terminator or whatever. So let's take a look here. And get rid of this. But if they haven't, oh, see, look. See? But if they haven't, then you can just wait a little bit, catch some bugs here, catch some fish, etc., so on and so forth. So this is what you can do while waiting for them to come back. It's what I usually do, you know, no biggie. No, I know it's a cozy game and I'm doing a grind fest out of a cozy game, like, but still, it's a fun game to play. I like to collect the different insects and fish. I do not talk about the birds. I hate them. My goodness, I hate that hobby. I feel like it's one of those hobbies where I will just leave on the back burner and I will level them up casually and just sometimes. I feel like I'll only level up the bird watching hobby if there's like an event that I need it for, or if there's like something that I need or whatever, because it just it takes so long and for me it's like so boring. I prefer to be doing stuff is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so once you're done with the truffles, what you're going to do is go back home. As you may have noticed, I do not use the bus system in the game because I simply find it easier to just be going around with the car or the Vespa or the scooter or whatever is it. Especially because you can go completing missions as you, my god, as you. So for example, there's like a mandarin tree on the way. We're gonna stop by there, gather some mandarin. Anyway, I know, gosh. Oh, okay. So, yeah, there's like a, you know, it is what it is. Oh, somebody sent me a postcard. Cute dog. Oh, we'll go past my house for the mandarin, so I'm not gonna get that right now. Anyways, so once you're back in your house, you should have some energy, unless you spend it all by gathering. And this is my oven setup. Now, listen, if you, well, as you return to your house, don't forget to check here because you might have taken longer than 30 minutes. I did, and my single pineapple is almost ready. Oh, I didn't. It's almost ready though. So here's what you're gonna do. Be careful with the setup of ovens. I made them like this for grinding. So inside of the house, it's a different setup because I just want to make it cute. But here's what you're gonna look for. You're gonna look for the black truffle pie. Because this is what's gonna get you the most money out of everything. So you will just do the black truffle pie and the pineapple jam. But what you're gonna want to do is put everything on the same oven. Like, for example, if I'm doing black truffle pie, I'll only put black truffle pies on my 4 ovens. I know some people like to do the straight line. Personally, I don't like it. I feel like it's wasting my time and it has a bigger chance of things burning than this version that I did, which is just for ovens, and you just switch around. So what you're going to do is do all black truffle pie for a while. Once you're done, you're gonna do the pineapple jam, and this is what you're gonna be doing. It is a little tricky at first. It took me a while to be able to do all 4 ovens. So you can start easy with 2 and then go to 3 and then eventually get to 4. And then if you feel ballsy, you can expand into a 5th or 6th oven or whatever you feel like doing. So as you can see, I ran out of wheat, which is why it's important to keep your wheat going. I do not waste the black truffles on anything else. I do not waste the eggs on anything else. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. So now I'm gonna start off with the pineapple jam. But the jam is more challenging to make than the pie. So you have to be really careful not to burn it. and be very active at the moment of cooking the pie. It's not, sorry, not the pie, the jam. I don't recommend that you do it like leisurely. You have to be actively handling all of your pans and crying about it. And also, I do not recommend picking them up before all of them are ready, especially because one of them can suffer from like high heat or whatever. And if you get like a higher level star, I know some people say like, oh, it's okay if it's not a new recipe. But it's not really okay because if you get a higher star rating as well, it will burn the others. And because we're talking about jams, they're very volatile. I do not recommend that you do that you pick them up before all of them are done, just in case, you know. But usually the pineapple jam is gonna annoy you twice, so it will try to burn around twice or three times. And so you can keep that in mind for when you are running this setup. All right, so all of my jam is ready. And now it's the moment where I start doing the requests that I still have left. Usually they will be easy, but I will not go give them out. Like I will not, you know, like give them right now. I will just do them. Simply because I will leave the request that I have to hand over for last because it's when I check the town after I sell everything to the guy over there that I forgot his name. That rich guy that walks around. See, it tells me to find any. Let me see if I have anything else that I have to. I think I just have to give stuff up to them, right? Yeah. All right. So now it's the moment where I will. Let me check his location. Yeah, he's quite close. Let me go sell stuff to him because this is the moment that usually I look for him because then I can make money to spend money as a smart capitalist would do. Um, and then I very much stick to the plots so I can look for the tree or the blue thingy thingabob. But I don't really look for them that much. I usually just find them normally. So for 8 gems 1 star, you can make 2,240. As for the pie, 1 star, it's 830. 2 star, 1,000. 3 star, 1,660. So as you can see, the pies are really gonna be your biggest, your big earners. So here I am just giving him every fish. I'm not gonna be using them. And I will be giving him also every insect. Insects, I don't know. I feel like they don't sell very well. But whatever. Here it is. I'm not gonna give him the fat bee. That's very cute. I don't know about the peacock butterfly, but that's fine. So we made all of our money as of right now. The first thing that I like to do is go straight to Kaching, um, because she's in the outskirts of the town. So if I go to her, I usually just look for the puzzle that she sells. So I will go to her. I don't care what she's gonna tell me. Oh, general store. I don't care. I don't care. Puzzle box. And I don't think I've done this puzzle, so I will purchase it. I do not recommend purchasing these with the stars. I genuinely, I don't know. It just, unless it's one you really like, I would not purchase them like every day like I do with the normal puzzles, right? So now let's continue. This will lag my computer. Okay. Okay, we'll go find Annie now and deliver our quests. And as you can see, we are in the town. So now you can finish delivering your quests, getting your things, and checking out the town. And once you finish doing this, you are pretty much done. Sometimes I like to leave my character back on her bed so that she can rest, but sometimes I just continue playing the game. But these are my tips of the things you should do on in Heartopia as soon as you enter the game. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below and I'll get to them. And you can follow me for more Heartopia content because I will be posting everything here that I figure out, the events and everything. So, yeah. Bye bye.